Hello, welcome. A wee bit of adjustment here. I don't know why, just felt like it. Hello, how are we? Happy Wednesday. Happy Writing Wednesday. We're hoping to get all of the writing done or all of the creative, whatever it is you're working on today. I have my document open already. I've been working a little bit for revision purposes this morning. Thought of a title for a different work because that's how my brain works sometimes, is it just comes up with titles for things that I could possibly write in the future. So there's that. So I need to write down that title. I wrote it on a sticky note, but I haven't written it into my title pages in my bullet journal. So I need to do that. What else? I have my bestie texted me, so I'm all set to go visit her and baby tomorrow. So that'll be a fun trip tomorrow. What else? I'm sore today because we trimmed the hedges and cleaned all that up and everything yesterday. So my dad had gotten a cordless, so it's battery operated, hedge trimmer that was about a foot longer, maybe 2 feet. Well, no. What was it? It's a 24-inch. Okay, so it was a foot longer than the previous hedge trimmer we had, the blade wise, and the cutting capacity is also larger. So it was so much faster this time because I didn't have to stop and keep replugging in the cord to the back of the machine, and also I could reach a lot farther. So it was very nice because I could continuously use it for longer periods of time without having to stop and plug it in every 30 seconds. But my arms definitely got tired because it's heavier because of the battery and because of the extra foot of blade. It still vibrates to no end because that's essentially what hedge cutters do. And yeah, but we managed to trim up the front hedges and put them up at the street because we have yard trash pickup that should be coming around in the next sometime this week. And they have not been by yet. So they sort of send updates as to when the areas are being picked up because they got messed up somehow kind of in the last 3 months or so. And so now they're sending some updates as to area D is today, this week, and then area A will be next week or something. And so we're supposed to be soon. So yay. So there's that. So I got some exercise and I am sore because that's how that always goes. Mom said she couldn't go to sleep very well last night because she felt like her muscles kept vibrating. I'm like, yeah, because she used I did the front and the top of the hedges and just sort of it's like, Mom, I need a break. Do you want to do the back? So I didn't have to get up right next to the house, but yeah, I did finish it off though. So we did work. And my dad got the grinder / chipper working. So we trimmed some of the bigger stuff, and then left the part that was mainly leaves for trash pickup. So Jenna says, you won't be able to visit again today. You're teaching your Brazil seminars, but wanted to send that like button some love. Thank you for being awesome. You're welcome, and thank you for being awesome. And Megan says, good morning. Not sure what you're doing today. Probably working on your anthology piece while pretending to look for jobs. You can at least give it a look and see if there's anything you want to bookmark for later. Becca says, hello. Hello. Cool Gamer says, hi. Hello. Welcome. CB says, hello from sunny Houston, Texas. Hello, and welcome back to stateside for a while. Becca says, you're still editing, but making progress. Excellent. Actually, weirdly in the mood to edit today. Nice. That's a rarity, at least for me. I don't know about you, but that is definitely a rarity in my brain that I'm like, yeah, I want to edit this. So more power to you. Sorry, just adjusting my watch. It was a little too tight. Mama Maggie says, hello. Hello. And Paget Farmer says, hello, hello. How's it going? It's going pretty well. Yes. Mama Maggie says, Stream Hoppers United. Yes. Yes, yes. Jen Wrights Romance says, hello, everyone. And also, Paget, Maggie, lol. Yes. Just popping from one stream to another, exactly as Paget says. Yes. And Regina, hello. Hello from Smoke-Filled Reno. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully the fire will be out soon and the smoke will clear out. So Jen Wrights Romance says, that's my life and I love it, meaning the streaming from one or popping from one stream to another to get all the words. All the words. Paget says it's pretty great. Pretty great life. Stream Hoppers United. Yes. Absolutely. Coffee Crate Connect. JL. Hey all. Gonna squeeze in what you can. How's everyone? I'm doing pretty good. I also annoyed my dad because I made dumplings for lunch. The Asian dumplings with cabbage, and he does not like the smell of cabbage. So, I got to annoy somebody in my family. And as the youngest member of the family, that's part of my job, right? Okay. So I've just pulled the card for today. Yesterday's was the wolf, in case you needed to know. Was it the wolf or was it the coyote? It was the coyote yesterday. And today we have the deer spirit, and it's upside down. So let's see what that says. Put that out the way. Carrie says, I need to turn off Skyrim so you can write. Correct. You need Skyrim to be your reward when you hit your writing/editing goal for today. That's what you need. Mama Maggie says to Regina, I heard they closed the schools in Reno on the news. Stay safe. Yes, please do. Okay, so we have the deer. Yeah, exactly, Becca. Last time's reversed was a good thing, so hoping this one is as well. So here's our deer spirit, and the main message is to bring a gentle touch. I really wish that it would. Here we go. So here's the deer in all of its cuteness. So the reversed or inverse. The deer spirit is bringing you a gentle warning that now is not the time to engage in an argument, no matter how volatile others are being. Do not match their intensity with your own. If you are dealing with an overly assertive person, step back, disengage, lest you agree to something out of alignment with your own intentions. Don't let anyone bully you into anything you are uncomfortable with. You have solid footing if you stand your ground with grace. Those who disagree will begin to find their own gentleness and willingness to compromise. The deer also brings the message that it might be easy to offend someone today or take offense because someone lacks diplomacy. Let all of that pass. You are not meant to take this world personally. While it is a beautiful gift to be sensitive, today you need a tougher hide so that any compromises you make allow you to maintain your integrity. Okay. So there is that. Yeah, because you often have that knee-jerk reaction if somebody sort of starts to go off, that you match them in energy or go beyond. And so it's not necessarily, the knee-jerk reaction is not necessarily the best reaction today, is what the deer is telling me. Take a step back, be a little bit more wary about how you approach conversations. So yeah. Okay, so yes, there are several fires in California, Oregon, and Washington, and you get winds from the west, so it's pretty bad today. Yeah. Padge says, "I'm so sorry. I hope the air quality improves." Me too. You try to avoid reading about the fires because they're usually very depressing. Yes. Regina says, "Thanks, everyone. You have N95 masks. Thank goodness." That is one thing that is quite nice about having now experienced the pandemic, is that it's much more acceptable to wear a mask for smoke, for allergies, for anything, as well as the pandemic reason. But it's kind of nice to like have it be a little bit more normal now. Because now when I get hit with like a full face of allergies, I won't feel as bad about reaching for a mask and wearing it around. So that's also kind of nice. Becca says the card is actually very fitting for today. Gotcha. Nice. Excellent. Yes, if y'all have not seen Becca's video, which I have not been able to finish the whole of it today because I got distracted by revision, but today was the day that Becca posted the vlog where with a meetup between Becca, Michael, and Laura. So I'm looking forward to finishing that video, and it just makes me happy. Yes. So yes, Becca says, "Got to set some boundaries with conversation," and yes, absolutely, boundaries is a must. CB says, "I'm going to work on an entire rebuild of Stark for President from the ground up." Gotcha. Becca says, "Regina, thank you. We had so much fun." Yes. Carrie says, "Okay, Skyrim is off and computer is on." Okay, you must have a platform then, because my Skyrim is on the computer. So I always go like, because my gaming is on my work computer as well. So yeah. CB says your allergies are horrific right now. Yeah, it's the start of the fall season is definitely here. You still have some summer flowers, but yeah, I have definitely felt much more congested in the last week or so. But yeah, so either way, hopefully the air quality improves both for the smoke in the West Coast and for allergies. Hopefully everything clears up. Yeah, exactly. Same here. Same. So, yes, you play on PS4. Yes. Yeah, see, we've pretty much always been a PC household, especially for gamings. I don't think I've ever had a platform. I would like to get one of the PlayStations, but generally I just kind of like, if I'm hanging out with a friend who has one, we might play something on theirs. But generally, like most of the games that I would like to play are also available for PC. Now, see, if Diablo ever goes to a PlayStation only or to like platform only, we're going to have problems because I am a hardcore Diablo fan. If y'all don't know, if y'all have never played Diablo, you will not understand what I'm talking about. But I am hardcore Diablo fan. Love it. So anyway, that is to say, if Diablo ever goes platform only, I'm gonna have to get a platform. So I may have to get one anyway because Diablo 4, which they are still in the process of creating, was built specifically with both in mind. Diablo 3 was kind of built like, oh yeah, there will be some crossover, but D4 is built specifically with both in mind. And it's going to be the first one that has that. I've seen some clips from the demo where you're like climbing up a cliff, and it's much more of the type of 3D world that you would see with something that was built specifically for platform. And so I may have to get a platform anyway, but my friends, so I have a friend who is a hardcore Final Fantasy fan. And so she has tried to get me several times to play Final Fantasy. And I swear I am like a toddler with the controller, because I'm just pressing all the buttons at the same time, because I don't have that instinctive like that instinctive, like, oh, I know how the character is going to move with this controller like thing. I don't have that because I have always played with a mouse and keyboard. So but at the same time, like the few times that I've gotten her to play Diablo, same thing, because she's not as familiar with playing games with mouse and keyboard. So hang on, there is a crawly on my wall. Okay, Crawley is now dead. That's the good thing about wearing sandals and flip-flops is you can just like take them off and smack something. The weapon of mothers and aunties everywhere, right? Okay. Sorry, I got very distracted there. So CB is going to head off and go out with family, have fun. Laura is here. Hello. Hello, Laura. How are you? And I was just saying that I still have not finished the Becca's vlog, but I am excited for the meetup footage. Becca has been playing Stray. I've heard about this. I also would like to play this. So I want to play everything. That's the thing. Rachel says, hi, everybody. Hello. Becca loves Diablo. Me too. Carrie says, I have never played Diablo. You love Final Fantasy. I love Diablo. I love the visuals of Final Fantasy, and the storylines are really cool too. But I am definitely a Diablo fan. Mom Maggie says, I had a Korean friend in high school. We called his grandmother the slipper ninja because she would get her slipper off and throw it at you before you realized she moved. Yes, exactly. Carrie says, we'll have to have a chat about games. Yes. I mean, I would love to. So, and Becca loves this, the slipper ninjas. Yes. Slipper ninjas unite. Okay, I just closed all the comments again. Oopsies. All right, we need to have a sprinty sprint. All right, skeleton dog or ghosty dog? Well, ghosty dog might be a little long for my brain. We'll start with skeleton dog, Rotten Hood, as it were. Let's see. Rachel says, I love Diablo, but never got 3. You're behind. 3 is good. It's not as good as some of the other iterations. But I enjoy it. But I'm also very particular about the type of heroes that I prefer. I generally prefer ranged combat. This is probably a leftover from the original Diablo, because we would play with a local area network. And so it would be my dad, my brother, and myself. And there were 3 original heroes. Or hero types. You could play the the barbarian, the wizard, or the rogue. And so it was usually like Dad would take the barbarian, warrior, melee. Matt would take the wizard or another barbarian, and I would be the only girl in the group. So I just got used to playing ranged, and I really do like it. So yeah. Anyway, so I generally prefer ranged. So I go with either ranged or magic slinger. That's my favorite. So, yay. But also that does, especially with Diablo 2, I cannot tell you how many times that both my brother and my dad would pick barbarians, and I would be over there as my little sorceress, and they would start hopping over me just to annoy me. If y'all have ever played Diablo 2, you know the skill that I'm talking about, and they would just hop over me the entire time, and it was yes. But I have also gotten really good at snatching gold and things up off the ground, because when you play with your family and your friends, generally there is a little bit of competitiveness, and snatching became the norm, which is why I generally don't play with people um, who are not my family, because then there might actually be some fights that pop up. But anyway, yes, okay. I need to stop getting distracted by Diablo now that I've been talking about it for however many minutes, and we need to work. And this is still why I didn't actually stop it, did I? No, I didn't. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Distractions are bound, so let's make sure that we are focused and working on the things we need to work on. So here are your reminders. 1, save your document, especially if you've already been working today. If not, now's a great time to open it. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with, and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure that you're not slouching. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That was the first sprinty sprint. How'd we do? Need to save this sticky. Mm, 424. Okay. Not terrible. I also did remember to go into my title spread and write down the title. I did this last year's bullet journal, where I had several pages where I wrote down potential titles in the genre that at least felt like it would be. And so I had filled in enough of that I was like, yeah, I should probably continue to do this in my next journal. So I have continued to do so. I have not had as many titles thus far this year as I did last year pop up into my brain, just probably because I haven't really been focusing on it a whole lot. But I have still had quite a few pop into my brain this year. So there is that. And then at the end of the year, I will probably put all of these into the electronic file that I have for essentially the same thing. So that way I have a running document where I can write it down so that I remember to do so. And then at the end of the year, when I start transitioning to a new journal, then I'll have a backup of it. So, alrighty. Charlie came in and said, hey, hello. And Patch said, hey, as well. And Charlie says, I'm doing well. I have 4 cards left to do before I finish the Oracle deck. I took yesterday to work on my fantasy setting, but today I am working on the cards. 4 cards left is so close. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for the deck to be finalized and ready to go. It's going to be very exciting. Rita is running around this morning with a few chores. No writing for you this AM, but bookkeeping for the hubby's business, being an adult. But adulting sprints are necessary sometimes. Absolutely. Paget says, every time I edit, I find that I have people nodding like way too much. It's like this happens. A says this, B says that, C nods, something else. C says this, A nods. Yes. There are portions of the body that can be repetitive. The eyes, the neck or head, and then the stomach. Those are the most popular things to write. Pedge says, I don't think people nod as much as I apparently think they do. Possibly. You just could come from a nodding family. I don't know. But yeah, that is a common thing to fall into. So yeah. You're freaking out because you're so close. Yes. Pedge says, only 4 cards left. That's crazy close. Charlie says, I know, right? And I reworked a lot of them already, so I've done many of them twice. So you almost can't believe it. Pedge says, I know, when you work on something so hard for a while and then redo it over and over, it's hard to believe you're actually about to finish. Yes. Megan took a shower, looked at jobs, and worked a bit on your anthology piece. Good. Excellent. Jen writes romance, got 607 words. Nice. Rita did some journaling for you and still not ready for numbers and confusion. Accounting books, huh? Yes. Carrie says 382. Woot. Yes, indeed. And Mama Maggie got 355. Excellent. Padgett got through a chapter and a half. Not awful. Yes, agreed. Jen signed an NDA for a new client after a Zoom call this morning. Woo, you hate those. It's weird how that works, because as soon as like people say, "Oh, we had an NDA," I'm immediately curious as to like why. What did you have to hide? Like, and sometimes just the fact that there was an NDA makes it seem more scandalous or salacious or tantalizing than the topic would have otherwise been. And I mean, I don't know if that's the case for all for all topics, but Kate says, got all of the work stuff out of the way so I can work on project prices next. Yay! A discussion between semi-immortals of different species about the humans and the werewolves under their protection. Shrugging like they're all about to have a seizure. Yeah, that too. Shoulders, yes. Heather says, hello, I'm out running errands, but you're hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I hope that, was it yesterday? Monday's operation for hubby went well. Mom Maggie says, hi, Heather, if I'm remembering that correctly. I hope so. Heather says, hi, Maggie. Ghostwriter thing. Yeah, well, that too. Yes. Like, if somebody is writing a book and saying that they wrote it, and they're actually having a ghostwriter write it, yeah, there would be an NDA for that. Yeah, true. Very true. You can't reveal any details about the project or anything personal with it. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. It always seems to me like, companies who make you sign an NDA or, it feels weird. I mean, like, sure. There are people who can't necessarily keep their word to keep something secret, which is why NDAs exist. So there are some sort of legal ramifications should they break their word. But it always sort of like makes it seem more tantalizing. I don't know. The more you're told you can't know something, the more you want to know. Same principle for like Blackbeard. Curiosity killed the cat. All that kind of stuff. Heather says, hubby had the doc appointment on Monday. Surgery is tomorrow. Gotcha. Okay. It was weird at first for you. Well, yeah, but you have a terrible memory, so there's nothing to reveal for you. Nice. Excellent. Good. Good. All right. We do need to do another sprint, so we need to put our focus mode back on. We'll do Ghost Dog. Share. This time I remembered to stop the timer. And the second sprint, as always, is the self-promo sprint. Yes, Rachel, you missed the break. We're about to go back into sprints. Rachel says, I despise non-drinking. Yes. Okay, so second sprint is the self-promo sprint, so make sure that you are shamelessly promoting your stuff, especially if it is writing adjacent. So if you have social media, website, blog, Amazon author page, YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, etc., make sure that you are promoting your stuff. Please do let us know if you have stuff that is either available on Amazon or your website, or if you have something coming soon. So let us know. Practice your self-promotion. And don't forget that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You can get around the automated filters by spelling out the word dot in .com and putting some extra spaces in there. That's how you can get around the automated filters. Now for your regular reminders. 1, save your document. Save all of your progress. It's hard earned, so save it. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. If you need a longer stretch, do that. And 4, if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay. How was that? Okay. 592. That's a nice sprint. It's a good one. I liked that one. It was good. Okay. Let's see. Don't forget that was the second sprint, the self-promo sprint. So make sure that you do your promo if you have some. Yeah. Okay, so Megan says, if you want to participate in the We Will Not Go Back Feminist Anthology, time is creeping up on us. It is going to be due September 27th to go live on to the 28th. Learn more or contact Megan here at Megan's Linktree. And there's the link for you. Heather says, waiting for a coughing fit to be over before going inside a local community clubhouse to inquire about a craft show. I hate coughing fits. They're no fun. Jen Writes Romance says, I have a link tree on my YouTube bio that includes the link to my new Kindle Vella story. So make sure you check out Jen's channel. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to probably take a walk or something because I can tell I'm getting stiff sitting here. Pedge says an NDA. That sounds intense. Yes. Okay, so Mama Maggie has a reminder for us. Follow your fellow sprinters, and was kind enough to do the link parade for us. So thank you very, very much, Mama Maggie. I appreciate it. Here is Jen Writes Romance's channel. Here is Heather Dewey Patet's channel. Here is Megan McCarthy's channel. Here is Rachel Adams' channel. Here is Kate L's channel. Here is Carrie B's. Here is Charlie's channel. Here is Paget's channel. Here is Becca's channel. Here is Laura's channel. Here is CB's channel. Regina's channel. Jenna the Soul Writer's channel. And Mama Maggie's channel. Yay! And Charlie says, join me today at 5 p.m. Eastern for some creativity, chat, and chaos. Yes. And also check out Charlie's new fantasy art for your epic fantasy series, Crypts and Wyverns. And here's the link to the World Anvil. Let's see, are there any more links? Okay. Paget had me kind of laughing because he missed the break too. It seems straight men are great and all, but why can't they grocery shop on their own? We don't need to talk on the phone the whole time. Just buy the foods and I'll eat them. Megan says, my boyfriend does that too every time he goes shopping, and it gets on your every nerve. Like, I avoided going to the grocery store for a reason, and part of that was so you wouldn't have to make so many decisions. I kind of laughed at this because I'm definitely the person who calls home and is like, should I get this? Usually it's for like a price check, sort of like mainly on cuts of meat and thing. I'm like, is this a good price? I can't remember. They have this. Should we get some? Do we have room in the freezer? That kind of thing. So, but Paget is not the kind of wife where you have to ask permission to buy things. Like, Megan, it says executive decision. I believe in you. You would make an exception for pricing. It's important to get a good deal, but that's never the question. It's always like, do you think Korean barbecue almonds would be good? I mean, maybe you could buy them and taste them and then we'd know. Good point. Good point. Megan took the dogs out and job hunted. Rita made progress with those numbers. Excellent. Good. Kate revised the first 1,000 words of chapter 2. Excellent. Becca also got a phone call that sprint from your sister. You were able to jump into this one and almost finished editing a chapter. Nice. Excellent. That's great. Paget got about 3/4 of a chapter character edited and one grocery list over explained. Nice. Jen got 627 words. Jen is laughing at the grocery list over-explained. Yes. Mama Maggie got 409 words. Excellent. Rachel had to fix your Conan server and got in 749 words. Carrie got 216. You got distracted by a friend and going through something, so definitely a worthy distraction. Yes. Rachel says, all of my links are on my website, which is in the YouTube channel that Mama Maggie posted, including your website's Medium, Velas, and newsletter. Nice. Excellent. So thank you very much for Mama Maggie. Yes. Thank you very much. Jen says, you're too funny to Paget about the groceries. Yes. And I guess my self-promo is in the description. I have links to the spooky water and farting critters playlists for the timers, as well as links to the tarot journal and etc. So there are links there. Your hubby goes food shopping with you. You hate it. Just don't rush me. It sucks when we live an hour drive from it. Oh, that's true. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, thank you, Mom Maggie, for looking out for us. Yes, absolutely. Okay, we need a Sprinty Sprint. Share. All right, so 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 25-minute cat timer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the end of sprint number 3. How did you do? Okay. 5:33 that time. Not quite as good as the slightly longer sprint, but I will take it. Yes. I'm going to save it though. Gotta remember to save. Let's see. Still talking about the grocery store a little bit near the tail end of that sprint. You prefer to go together just to make grocery shopping easier. Daughter never wants to come with you, so you tell her not to complain if we don't get something she wanted. True. Very true. If you don't get to go and you didn't put it on the list, don't expect somebody to get it for you. Rachel says, the hub goes with me. Your list is for like 10 items and you wind up with a cart full if he goes. Yeah. I also tend to wind up with a cart full if I go hungry. So I got to make sure that I've eaten before I go to the grocery store. Pat just says, thanks to Jen. And yes, that's a good point. No complaining about what food does or does not make it back. Yes. Phoebe says, hey, hey. Hello. And Zena came in as well. Hi, how are you? Smiley face. Yay. Jen got 565 words. Nice. Rachel shifted gears and began writing a piece for Medium and also submitted your name to a publication there. Excellent. Mom Maggie says, the moon divas are not like other divas. We do not wish the suffering of the lesser species. If you truly cared for them, you would not call them lesser, Obion retorted judgmentally. Is it judgmental? Like, or is it just... I mean, I suppose it could be judgmental. Zena says, I only wrote for about 10 minutes, but you got 133 words. Nice. Good for you. That's fantastic. I do not say such a thing in arrogance, Stoneskin, but in truth, they are lesser than us. They do not endure as we do. It is what makes loving them so beautiful and so painful. The answer came from far away as though the diva was retreating. Yeah, I think sort of like more truthfully or it's still, I mean, it technically you are judging them on their on their choice of words, but yeah. Carrie says 0 words, still texting a friend, and your brain cannot multitask writing and texting. Yes, amen to that. I cannot do both at the same time. Very nice scene though. Yes, you're happy with the conversation. Good. Good. Kate says 276 very rough words on prices, but progress is progress. Yes. Very good. Very good. We have done well, my friends. But I think I'm still sort of like stiffening up as I sit here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end it without a bonus sprint today. And go for like a walk and like swing my arms real hard just to kind of like get a little bit of extra movement into them. But yeah, so don't forget to save your documents. Make sure that you copy, paste. Here is Devin's playlist. And don't forget that Charlie comes on at 5, which is in 2 hours. So yes, so I'm going to go stretch and sort of like try and get my arms to be not so sore. That way I can hold baby for a long time tomorrow because I get to go visit Bestie and her baby. So I'm excited about that. All righty. So thank you. Yes, I hope to be not stiff and sore tomorrow. Zena says, okay, nice start with y'all and thanks for the sprints. You're welcome. Rachel says, oh, but thank you for the sprints. You're welcome. Yes, Easy Graphics also just started an hour of sprinting. Excellent. And thank you. You're welcome. All right, I will see y'all soon. And don't forget to save. All right, bye.